Hi, I thought I'd do a quick channel update just to give you sort of what's going on, what I've done, what's been happening. First off, the Harrier is finished, as you can see here. I made a base water, really just wanted to play around with water, see what sort of effects I could get. I've got some other ideas to use water, but this is really kind of a test. Basically this was done with some sort of just silicone sealant, not my idea. I can't take credit for it. It's something I saw on YouTube. Basically I just painted the base a kind of green blue, used the silicone sealant. It basically starts off white and then dries clear. Kind of made the waves just using a plastic spoon, and then just dry brushed some sort of white tips to the tops of the waves. Came out okay though, looks alright. The Harrier itself, not bad, fun little kit. Certainly not the best of Airfix's newer release Harriers. I think this is one of the first with the sort of recessed panel lines, but they're very, very overly deep. There's quite a lot of sink marks that need filling in. But you know, the general fit's okay, and you know, it produces a reasonably good good little model. I think it's not bad anyway. Sorry, the light's not fantastic, but hopefully you get a reasonable idea of how that's come out. Cool. So that one's finished. Then a few shout outs. No, actually, sorry, I will show the other thing I was working on. The Phantom, that's all now in primer and some very bad pre-shading, but then I don't think it matters too much. The whole idea of pre-shading is it should be fairly random and a bit blotchy. So that's now kind of ready. I'll probably start with the white underneath, and then obviously work on my way through the grey and the metallics. Obviously the cockpit's all buttoned up, the men are in there, the seats are in there. I can't remember if I mentioned in one of my previous update videos, but the plan is to sort of mount it in flight. I'll get some acrylic rods. Probably some of you may have seen it, similar to the way Phil Flory did it on the one, I think he did it on the 132nd Phantom, but basically yes, I'm going to do it in flight. So that's that one. Hopefully we'll start getting some paint on that over the weekend with a bit of luck. Then sorry, on to the shout outs. Big thanks to AK. Some of you may have heard through the internet, YouTube, etc. They had a bit of a batch problem with their new Extreme Metal. So I emailed them and they very, very kindly sent me some replacements. I don't know if you can see, the ones generally with the dodgy batch, they just don't mix properly. You can kind of see the pigment on the bottom here, whereas the new ones you don't have the same issue, that they mix perfectly. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm sure they'll be fine. So they replaced them and actually gave me a couple of extras, plus they gave me the fantastic Aces High, obviously Vietnam, perfect, as I'm doing the Phantom, you know, a lot of Cold War builds in here, Phantoms, etc. So that's really nice magazine. Recommend it. It's got some great articles in it and some fantastic photos of models and, you know, real aircraft. Phantom there. So that's brilliant. Other things that go, oh, another shout out, Airfix magazine. Thank you very much for my Ultimate Sanders. I shall look forward to using those. I'm actually going to be using these pretty much exclusively on my next build, which is going to be the Edard F14 kit, which I reviewed recently, the Danger Zone. So I'll let you know how I find these. I have to admit, I've always used Flory sticks in the past, but obviously these are freebies from Airfix from all the world, so got to give them a try, see what they're like. Other things that have happened, model show up in Farnborough, or near Farnborough, we recently attended, got some new bits to try out. I thought I'd get some of the Mr. Hobby softener for decals. Sometimes you get those really difficult decals. I think this is supposed to be a little bit stronger than perhaps the Microsol stuff, but we'll see. I'll let you know how I get on with that. Some different primer. I thought I'd give some of the AK primer a go. So I got a bottle of that, and I got a few Vallejo paints to top up. It was a good little show, very, very busy. Got a couple of really nice kits as well, which I'll try and do some inbox reviews of. I managed to pick up MiG-15 Tamiya. This is the special clear edition, so it actually has the clear parts for the rear, so you can show the engine. And it also comes with the Jeep, which is quite a nice little extra. 15 quid. I didn't think that was too bad. Tamiya kit, you know, especially with the extras. It's all sealed inside, lovely condition, no dramas there. And then another, what I think is probably quite a bargain, I managed to pick up the Hobby Boss Corsair. Always liked the Corsair. I think you can have a bit of fun, particularly with this sort of blue scheme, doing some nice weathering. But I particularly wanted the French version because it's just, you've got a bit more, you know, it's a bit more colourful, a bit different. Lovely kit, 12 quid, so a bit of a bargain. I'll try and get round to doing a inbox review on that one at some point. Well, I think for the moment that's probably it. I don't think there's much else to report at the moment. Keep this bit relatively short. I'll try and do some reviews, as I say, and I'll try and give you perhaps another further update fairly shortly on the Phantom once we've got some paint on it, and perhaps when we get to the decking stage, see how we're getting on. So I think for the moment that's it. Thanks for watching. Cheers.